It's late at night and you're all alone in your house. You hear loud noises coming from the ceiling. Someone or something is up there. You shake it off, saying it must be your imagination or trees brushing against the roof until you hear it again. Just as you're about to get up and investigate, you hear a loud knock at the door. Your heart starts racing. Who could it be this late at night? There's another knock, but this time louder. You're hesitant but curious about who's behind the door. As you slowly open the door, you catch a glimpse of a dark silhouette. Your stomach drops to the floor and you get an eerie feeling inside. You hear a voice that sounds familiar, but you can't quite put a face to it. He says, "It's time to go. They're here to pick us up." You stare at him, unsure whether you should laugh or call for help. You tell him he needs to go. He's clearly lost. You close the door on him and head back to bed. But sleep doesn't come easy. The sounds on the ceiling are gone, but something doesn't feel right. As you're about to fall asleep, you hear the sound of a vehicle door shutting. You peek outside to see men dressed in black carrying files from your next door neighbor's house, loading them up into a van, and just like that, before you could even ask, they're gone. Believe it or not, but this story is actually an experience that my grandparents had in the late 1970s. The mysterious man behind the door was no other than the controversial figure, Ted Owens, the PK Man. Ted Owens believed that he possessed psychokinetic abilities, powers that would allow him to control the weather, predict future events, and even make people fall violently ill. In the last days of my grandparents' friendship with him, he knocked on the door and begged them to go with him to upstate New York, where they would be picked up by the chariot of fire. Like any sane person, my grandparents obviously dismissed it, but he said no worries, he would be back to pick up the lineage to wash over the world as it burns. I'm getting some Revelation vibes.